Obviously disappointed not to probably sneak a win at the end. Thought there was a lot of positive performance from the individuals. Thought the defensive display was positive, but we were a little bit inaccurate when we had the ball. Coughed it up a little bit too many times and didn't build enough pressure.
Did you win it? Should you have won it?
I think we could have won it, we could have snuck it in the end. Obviously the yellow card was a big turning point for us, and the penalty try exceeded 12 points, we were down 14. But I thought the boys did show a lot of determination and real good effort in D, and I thought we did control Ulster for large periods. Then obviously the last play of the game we could have snuck it in the end.
A win and a losing bonus point. What's the assessment so far?
Pretty pleased, especially against Ronnie. They were a tough team. We would have liked obviously to have a bonus, but starting off they were a tough team. We did have a tough week building up into it. Obviously it's great to get a win, but there's a part of me that's really pleased with the bonus point out in Ulster. Then there's a little bit of what could it be.
A lot of the youngsters have stepped up to the mark. Obviously, what we needed, guys like Joe Reese, Sam Lewis, keeping on with their jerseys.
Oh look, it's a great opportunity for these guys. I thought Sam was superb in the weekend. In defence he was absolutely outstanding, and like as a lot of the team, and obviously Joe getting a good run of games. Like last week we had a push over try, but it's just making sure now we continue to improve.
I feel the World Squad may come back this week. They'll be on a high obviously. How difficult a balance is it to bring them back in or stick with the boys at Wellfield?
Obviously it is a decision, but luckily enough they've been released nice and early, so they will get a full week of training with us. The boys will have come back, so that's really pleasing for us, and obviously it'll be a good debate and selection this week.
Who have you got back, Steve?
We've got Ryan Bevington, Hibbard, Reese Webb and Ashley Beck back, so that will bolster us.
Will they all be involved from the start, do you think?
We'll name the team on Wednesday. The four of them will definitely be involved in some form, shape or form, so we'll just decide that and nail down the team on Wednesday morning.
No distance to Rugby side as well.
Yeah, no distance not back.
One former Wales player who's been involved with you on the coaching side of things is Shane. He's not played since the BMX game in January. Can you clear up if he will be playing any part in the playing staff with the Ospreys this season?
Look, Shane's available for us, but obviously with him retiring at the end of the season, and we've got Hanno and Eli who've been performing really well. It's exciting for the organisation going forward, and we feel to move on. It is with Eli and Hanno, just to name just a few, but Shane is available and he's been superb in training, passing on his knowledge to those guys, so it's a really important period for us.
Can you see him featuring again this season?
Yeah, Shane will probably have a run out. He will have 1 or 2 games probably, and obviously I think he'll have his last home game against the Dragons. I think that would be it, so yeah, we'll be pushing towards that.
What have you made of Hanno and Eli in his absence?
I think they've been great. They're continuing to improve. It's exciting, like the young group there, we're trying to get the ball in their hands as much as possible. As you've seen Ulster, they've had the ball a lot. There are still improvements for them to make, but it is a really exciting time for us as Ospreys with those 2 guys coming through.
What about Glasgow? What do you expect from them?
Glasgow are a tough team, they're a good defensive team. They've only lost 4 games, they've drawn 4 as well, so it will be a tough night, but hopefully we'll build on the last 2 performances and get the result we need.
The last time you played Glasgow was the first defeat of the season, wasn't it? Out in Glasgow. How much will you be wanting to right the wrongs of that evening?
I think it'll just be important for us to just keep improving. Like there was some positives at the Roney. We did feel there was even more out in Ulster, and a lot of the things we can improve in our control. It's just something we've been working hard right throughout the week to put right and get the positive result we need against Glasgow, because obviously they're in around that playoff spot, and obviously if we could beat Glasgow at home, we'd put a bit of distance between ourselves.
Steve, you want to have a few better next season? Can you just mention how much you'll be missed and what his qualities have been different?
Like obviously I've played with Hugh, he's been a fantastic servant for the Ospreys, he's been a true Osprey, full of commitment, outstanding every time he represents the Ospreys. Whenever he puts a jersey on, he doesn't leave anything out in the field, and obviously it's a sad loss for us, but Hugh, I wish Hugh all the best in the future. He has been a real great Osprey, and obviously he's disappointed in losing.
Lyon may not be one of the biggest names in French rugby. How disappointing is it then to lose a player of Hill's quality to a side like Lyon?
It's always disappointing to lose players like Hill to any team. It doesn't really matter where they go, but it's obviously disappointing to lose them. With the salary cap, we've had to make some decisions, and it's tough for Hill and it's tough for the organisation, but with the salary cap and the current climate in rugby, we needed to make 1 or 2 decisions.
More names to follow?
Possibly 1 or 2 may move on, but from now until the end of the season, but it wouldn't be fair to speculate on those players.
Was you somebody you wanted to keep hold of those, Steve, do you think?
Pardon?
Was you somebody you wanted to keep hold of?
Hill?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, obviously, like a player like Hill is someone who you want to keep hold of, and like with boys coming out of contract, sometimes it's not just based on rugby. It's at the end of the day, we've got a salary cap to meet, and probably the ones who are vulnerable are the ones who are out of contract, so it's not always down to a rugby decision, it is down to finance, which unfortunately someone like Hill does sort of come into that category, and like he will be a loss to the region because he is, like I said, a superb bloke, and he's a great rugby player for the Ospreys.
And after to cope with his absence?
Yeah, we thought obviously still got Hibbs, we got Scott Baldwin who played on the weekend, who we thought showed in a lot of areas of the game he is up to the mark, and it was a positive, and like he's improving, and we've just got to fill his shoes. We've got to find someone else. We've got 3 kids coming through in the academy, 18-year-olds, they've all got differences in their game, so that's the sort of development role we go into, and it's an exciting time for us with the young boys coming through. Even like you've got that like sort of Eli and Hano coming through, but there is depth below that as well.